Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to install this Fleet Lithium 76 volt 105 amp hour battery into this Textron Prowler. We're going to be replacing these lead acid batteries with this one lithium pack, shedding about 350 pounds in weight. We're going to be removing these battery terminals. You got a 13 millimeter all the way around. We're going to take all of that out and get these 12 volt batteries out of the machine, and then we'll get started with the wiring. All right guys, real quick, let's talk benefits. So while I'm taking these terminals off, number one, look at how dirty and nasty these are. These lead acid batteries create tons of corrosion and mess underneath your battery tray. Super unnecessary. And they weigh a ton. Our single lead acid pack shaves off about 300 pounds on this unit. That weight savings is going to be massive. You'll feel it in your seat whenever you're driving. Your payload will be increased if you're using these for work. And you'll never have to do this again, which is probably most people's favorite part about it. We've got these 13 millimeter nuts on the tray. There's 2 in the front, 2 in the back. That top tray will move out. Then you're going to remove these Phillips head screws right here in the strip tray on both sides so we can get those batteries down below out. Let's get to it and we'll move on to the next step. Yuck. Ooh, that one's so far gone, we're gonna have to do some grinding on that. Nice. All right, those bolts are out. This top tray coming out. Now, I did have to cut back there. There's another part of that tray. I had to cut the rear of it off to get that one back here that was pretty badly in there out. All right, so now that those are out, here's the fun part. This is a display case I'm using just because I'm working by myself today. A normal battery weighs about 150 pounds. But what I wanted to demonstrate is really just what makes this Fleet Lithium battery so perfect. It is sized perfectly to drop right into this battery tray. And all you do is tap a couple of screws in there. There's no cutting or grinding. A lot of batteries are either too wide, too tall, or underpowered, and they can't power these machines. All right, so your Textron is going to have these wires here that go to the batteries, standard terminals, and our battery is going to have these M8 terminals. So what we're going to do is go ahead and come around to the rear. We're going to remove this cover. There's 4 14 millimeter bolts holding this on. So we're going to go ahead and get that off, and then once we do that, we'll have access to the controllers right there in the back. Alrighty guys, we are in here. Just had to remove those 4 bolts. Really easy. We're looking for this one connection. You're going to find one of the connections on your controller has 2 leads going to it. Usually that's a 13 millimeter bolt, and one of these will go back to the other controller. We're going to leave that one, and the other is the factory battery cable. So anyways, we're going to remove that and replace that with a new cable, and then the other connection is actually up in the front. I'll show you how to do that one after we get that first one done. Pretty straightforward. Just going to remove this bolt entirely, replace the cable, and then tighten it back up. All right, that's done. I went ahead and retained the old cover just to kind of keep everything looking OEM, but we've replaced that cable with the ring terminal on both ends. And so now we can easily connect into the battery. We're going to replace the power cable next. And the power cable has, currently got this terminal on it. It runs from the battery right back here to this solenoid. Remove that nut there on the left, replace the cable, run that to your battery. I think this is a really good time to mention, don't buy a kit that comes with a replacement solenoid. There is absolutely no reason to replace that solenoid whatsoever unless it's bad. Upgrading it's not going to do anything to help your car. A lot of guys will throw in parts with these kits to kind of make it look like you're getting more for your money. But in the meantime, they're selling you a less powerful battery. At Fleet Lithium, they definitely don't do that. They've got a seriously powerful battery. No mess, no fuss, no extra brackets. Just super easy to install batteries that work great. All right, it's time to go ahead and unbox the real battery. We've got about 6 tabs around the edges of the box. I like to pry those up, get my pry tool underneath here, and then just lift up on them. Pretty easy to get in here. Especially with 2 hands, a little more difficult with just one. This crate's got 6 tabs around the edges. You're just gonna fold those back. And there she is. The all-new 10-year warranty. NexGen BMS, 7605 amp hour. Fleet Lithium battery. This is the 76 volt, 105 amp hour with the NexGen BMS. This has a built-in fire extinguisher. It's internally heated. It's got much larger handles for easier installation. You've got the 300 amp BMS, strong enough to power any side-by-side machine or take any golf cart to the stratosphere. You've got your serial number right here, along with your Bluetooth serial label. And then here you've got a QR code that takes you directly to the website so you can register your warranty. Let's go ahead and get this out of the box and get it in the machine. All right, we've got the battery in. We've got it screwed down. We drilled a couple holes in the subframe there to attach the battery. And let's run through the wiring really quick. So on the ground side, you've got your new battery cable. You've got your ground wire going to the charger. And then you've got your original ground wires that were on the other side of the cart. You just kind of pull those back from that battery terminal, move it over to here, and you'll re-zip tie that wire that they came down with. On the power side, you've got the power lead to the charger, power lead to the solenoid back here, and then you've got your original power lead that's here. That's going to run your 12 volt accessories like your headlights and you know, things like that. Alrighty guys, we are in the home stretch. It's time to go ahead and install this gauge where the factory gauge was. Very easy to do. You've got two T30 Torx bits up here at the top. We're going to go ahead and remove those and pull this dash back. We'll be installing this gauge and then running the wire back down to the battery. And just like that, it drops straight down. You can pull this out, pull it hard. It feels like it's gonna break, but pull it hard, it'll come out. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the cable, and then there's two tabs on this gauge on the top and the bottom. We're gonna bend those in and push the gauge out, and then go ahead and install the new gauge. All right, now that I've got that stock gauge out, I'm gonna go ahead and take the new gauge, and I'm gonna set it into the hole. No cutting, just drops right in there. And then you'll take this piece, put it on the back side, and then you're gonna put the two nuts on the back and tighten this up real good. All right, let's get these nice and tight. Very simple to do here. You want those nice and tight so that this doesn't back off and fall out. And then that'll hold that gauge in nice and flush there. Perfect. And then we're gonna run this cable here, back down to the back, underneath the unit, and then zip tie it up to the frame and plug it into the battery. And there you have it. Now you've got your voltage right here on the dash. To put it back together, very simple. You're gonna drop those two tabs back into the slots where they go and put back the two T30 Torx bits. And again, you're gonna run this wire down through those holes, down to the front of the unit, back to the battery. All right guys, I just finished everything up. I think I got everything recorded pretty well on the video. If not, feel free to email us and let us know if you have any questions. Charger's down here, through hole body port right there. That new battery is installed. Now before this came to us, it couldn't even make it up to the service ramp. And now with our new battery, check this out. Those are the tires blowing off of the unit. We are back in business and ready to go for 10 years, guys. Fleet Lithium is definitely going to be the #1 option for your Tracker EV, Polaris, Ranger, other utility vehicles. These guys can put out up to 700 amps with no problem. Easy drop-in install. We've done hundreds of these here at the shop and we have never had any issues whatsoever. And now with these new versions having the internally heated cells and the they've got a brake resistor built in, so you don't have to worry about regenerative braking. It'll take that power right back into the battery with no problem. And then of course, if you like to go fast, well, let's see. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out fleetlithium.com and get your battery for your Polaris, your Textron, your bad Boy Buggy recoil. Definitely reach out to us if you have any questions.